You have tuned in to the New Light Missionary Baptist Church, located at 255 14th Avenue in the city of Newark, New Jersey, where our pastor is the Reverend Dr. Sean C. Evans Sr. and First Lady Amoy Evans. Come, let us go into the sanctuary where the feast of the Lord is already in progress.
But when you follow him, it's a choice, my brothers and my sisters, and we must count the cost. There is a toll that has to be paid in order to follow him. And Jesus, when he deals with his disciples, deal with his cost in this scripture. When he talks about mothers and fathers, that you have to give up, is because on this journey many will leave you. My brothers and sisters, salvation may be free, but salvation is not cheap. He died on the cross that we might follow him no matter what. And so friends will become few if we follow him. And so family will leave us if we follow him. And there will always be more takers present in our lives than givers if we follow him. And trouble will be on our track, and we will have a target on our back if we follow him. There is a sacrifice that we have to make. There's a sacrifice to be made. And like Jonah, we have to go places we don't want to go. The Bible said that the Lord told Jonah to go to Nineveh, but Jonah went the other way instead. Because my brothers and my sisters, when following God, there are places that we've got to go that we don't want to go. But Jonah met a fish out on the ocean and a storm he couldn't handle. And then Jonah went to Nineveh. And I stopped by here on my way to heaven to let somebody know the cost of following God is going places we don't want to go. Deal with people we don't want to deal with. Oh, y'all don't hear me up in here. But not only that, but like Elijah, there are times when we feel alone and all by ourselves on this journey. There are times when we want to give up like Jeremiah and take the diplomas off the wall on this journey. But it's all a part of following Jesus. There are moments we get sad and depressed and down in the dumps like David. But we got to persevere and follow him. Like Moses, we have to walk away from our past and a life and live a life that we were never raised to live. Like David, we've got to get down in sackcloth and ashes in repentance when we have wronged, and mourn and sorrow as our closest friends and people turn on us and betray us when we follow him. Like Peter, we have to be willing to go to jail for him. Like Paul, we got to be willing to be stoned for him. Like Stephen, we got to be willing to die for him. My brothers and my sisters, it's not an easy road or an easy journey, but you got to count the cost. You got to be willing to pay the price in order to follow him. There is things you got to give up for him. The things I used to do, I do them no more. I used to lie, but because of him, I gave up lying. I used to cheat, but because of him, I gave up cheating. I used to be this or that, but I gave it up because of him. It wasn't easy, it was hard, but because I love him, I decided to follow him. Is there anybody here that has ever given up anything for the Lord? You've got to count the cost, and the cost is high in order to follow him. him. And my brothers and my sisters, there's a choice we have to make, a choice of service. We were not saved to sit. We were saved to serve. My God, yes we were. We have to serve others, even when others don't thank us for our service. We got to serve others like Jesus served his own disciples, like he served the woman with the issue of blood, like he served the 10 lepers, like he served his mother at the Canaan wedding. My brothers and my sisters, we got to serve one another. Yes, oh yes, we got to serve like Jesus served the 10 lepers. The Bible said he healed the 10 lepers. He told them to go and show themselves to the priest. And while they were going, the Bible said they were healed, but only one turned back to say thank you. We got to serve people even when they don't say thank you. We got to serve even though we not recognized. We got to serve even though they talk about us, cannibalize our name, cause everything but a child of God. We got to stay right there. We got to serve. We got to serve. My brothers and sisters, it's a thankless job, but somebody got to do it. We got a choice. We got to make a choice to be humble, a choice of humility. We were not called to rule and to conquer, but to serve and to be in service. We were asked to humble ourselves on the mighty hand of God, and he would exalt us in due time. We have to humble ourselves even when we are right. We got to humble ourselves even when others are wrong. We got to humble ourselves. We got to take our road that Christ has told us to carry. Humble ourselves and serve the Lord. A choice to suffer. Oh, come on, somebody. We were not called to enjoy the riches of this world, but to sacrifice and to suffer. For he suffered for us. How do I know this? The Bible said he hung from the 3rd hour to the 9th hour for us. He took a whip, he took a beating, he took a punch, he took mocking, he took railing for us. He was put on a cross between 2 thieves for us. He was put, oh my God, in the midst of trouble for us. Ah yes, they nailed him in his hand and in his feet for us. They pierced him in his side for us. They gave him vinegar and gall to drink for us. We are called to suffer for him. Did you count the cost in serving him? Can God count on you through the storm, through the rain, through sunshine, through sickness, through heartache, through the pain? Can God count on you? Let me close when I tell you this story. An old man saw a young boy waiting on the bus in the middle of the block. The old man went to the young boy and said to him, young boy, you can't wait right here on the bus. The bus don't stop right here at all. You gotta go down a couple blocks more, and there you will see a bus stop, and wait right there. The young boy looked at the old man and thanked him very much for his information. But he stood right there. The old man shook his head and said one more time, listen to me, young boy, you can't wait here. The bus don't stop here. I've lived in this house for 30 years and no bus has ever stopped here. And so you can't wait right here for the bus. When you listen to what I'm saying, you go down a couple more blocks, you will see a bus stop. You can wait right there on the bus. The young man again thanked the old man very much for his advice, but he stayed right there. Well, lo and behold, a little while, and after a while, a bus came and stopped in the middle of the block. The young boy was about to get in the bus when the old man ran out and said, how did you know the bus would stop right here? The bus has never stopped right here before. The young boy said, well, my daddy is the bus driver and he told me to wait right here, and I know I can count on my daddy, and I want my daddy to know he can count on me. And though it took a time to get here, I stayed here until my daddy showed up, and I came to tell somebody here, your daddy is the pilot of life. He is the life of life. He is the King of kings and the Lord of lords. And you can count on God, but can God count on you? Will you hold on in the storm? Will you hold on when your friends get you and your money gets funny? Will you hold on when trouble comes and problems rise? Will you hold on even in the darkest hour? Can I tell you about our God? He is able. Oh, yes, he is. He'll bring you through. He'll bring you out. You can count on God. God will show up. God will show up. Won't God do it? He'll make a way for you. Yes, he will. God will. I'm going to stop right there. God will. God will take care of you. Whether you're facing, whether you're going through, God will do it. All you got to be is a faithful servant. Come on, somebody. They that wait upon the Lord, oh yes, they will renew their strength. They will mount up with wings as eagles. They will run, not be weary. They will walk and not faint. I'm trying to quit, but every time I think about the goodness of God, I want to give him a shout. Every time I think about what the Lord has done for me, how he brought me out, how he brought me through, I want to praise him. I want to glorify him. I want to magnify him for what the Lord has done. Ain't he all right? Ain't God all right? Ain't he all right? Ain't God all right? Every time I turn around, he keeps on blessing me. He walks with me. He talks with me. He says me, I am his own. Yes, yes, yes. Ah, yes. Amen. Amen. Whatever you're going through, God will see you through. Whatever you are facing, the God that we serve is able.
Yes, sir.
Brothers and sisters, let's sit down and let's count the cost of service. It is not what God is willing to do for you. It is what you are willing to do.